We've all been there, right? A massive new software rollout promises to change everything. But a year later, everyone is just frustrated and looking for workarounds. Driving meaningful tech change in a large enterprise is one of the toughest challenges I've ever faced. But I knew we couldn't just keep doing the same things. I needed a repeatable engine for success, and that's why I developed the 5P framework. Seriously, take a second and think about your own workday. How much time do you waste fighting with software that's clunky, outdated, or just plain confusing? You know the kind. It's not mobile friendly, it doesn't talk to your other systems, and it requires hours of training just to do the simplest task. In 2016, that was our reality. It was a pain point my team and I knew we had to solve. At Mortenson, we were right there in the trenches. Our teams were struggling, our partners were frustrated, and our technology was at the very heart of the problem. I'm going to break down exactly how I led my team to turn it all around using the 5 Ps. When we started digging in, the feedback I got from our people was raw. Our teams were absolutely suffering. The old system had an insane learning curve and was a nightmare to maintain. But the real killer? It wasn't mobile. In construction, everything happens in the field. When we surveyed the teams, the feeling they described was, and I'm quoting here, vitriol. That told me exactly how high the stakes were. I knew that just slapping a new tool on top of the problem wasn't going to cut it. We needed a whole new approach to operational excellence. That was the spark for applying my 5P framework. It's a simple but incredibly powerful way to lead this kind of cultural and technical change. Here was our roadmap. We're going to walk through each of the 5 Ps I use to lead this initiative: purpose, people, process, platform, and performance, product. Let's look at how we use this framework to get truly incredible results. First up, P1, finding your purpose. Honestly, this is the one crucial step I see so many companies skip. I believe it all has to start with why. My framework forces you to get crystal clear on the real problem. Not the symptoms, but the deep down root cause. I asked my team, who are we really solving this for? And why does it actually matter? I told them, if we can't answer those questions, we aren't ready to look at a single piece of software. Look at our purpose statement here. It wasn't some vague corporate goal like improving efficiency. Our project management solution was the #1 pain point for our teams. Our purpose became solve the biggest frustration for our people. That was a mission I knew everyone could get behind. That led us directly into P2, people. In my framework, this is the most important P. It's the thread that weaves through everything else we do. In this stage, I challenged my team to identify everyone affected by the problem. It's easy to just focus on your power users, but we had to think bigger. What about the people who only log in once a week? What about our external partners and our customers? What did they need? We realized the system couldn't just be for Mortenson project managers. It had to work for our trade partners and design partners too. We couldn't expect a partner to go through 30 hours of training just to view an RFI. Our big aha moment was realizing the solution had to be simple enough for the entire ecosystem, not just our internal experts. On to P3, process. This is where we dug into the day-to-day workflows to see how they were creating the mess we identified in P1. I always say, technology is just an accelerator. If you throw tech at a broken process, you just get a much faster broken process. We had to fix the underlying workflow first. At the time, our processes were totally disconnected. Because the main system didn't work on mobile, our resourceful team started finding their own little apps for everything. Photos, checklists, you name it. It created total data chaos. Crucial information was scattered across dozens of different silos. This quote from the team summed it up for me. No bueno. What looked like innovation on the ground, a team finding a cool app, was actually creating huge amounts of waste and risk for the company. It was a classic example of what happens when a broken process forces good people to find bad workarounds. Only after we defined our purpose, understood our people, and fixed our process did I allow us to talk about technology. This is P4, platform. Notice the order. This is vital. We chose the platform to serve the first 3 Ps. The technology was dictated by our needs, not the other way around. This prevented us from making the classic mistake of buying shiny new tech and trying to shoehorn our culture into it. Check out our gotta have list. It flowed perfectly from our research. It had to be simple and intuitive for all people. It had to support collaboration to fix the disconnected process. And it had to be mobile first, because that's where our work happens. These weren't just features. They were the answers to the problems we uncovered. With that clear criteria, we went to work. My team and I evaluated 22 different solutions, but we didn't want a 100-page RFP. We got on the phone, called the vendors, and put them on the spot. Through that rigorous process, one platform rose to the top, Procore. But we weren't done. The final step, P5, is performance, or the product of our effort. This is where we prove that our hard work actually delivered value. This P closes the loop. It forces us to ask the tough questions. Did we solve the problem from P1? How do the numbers look? And most importantly, what did we learn to make the next iteration even better? Look at this data. Under the old system, it took more than 48 hours to get a new team member up and running. I set a goal to get that under 12 hours. The actual result? 5 hours. That is a 90% drop in waste. That is a massive, undeniable win for our operational excellence. It just kept getting better. We rolled this out to 90% of our markets in just 8 weeks. We cut down time for critical processes by 35%. But the real kicker, the thing that told me we truly succeeded, teams started calling us, begging to be put on the new system. We went from vitriol to a pull demand for innovation. So there you have it. From purpose to people, process, platform, and finally, performance. The 5P framework is the roadmap I use to guide teams through the chaos of digital transformation. So, what change could the 5Ps unlock for you? That Mortenson story? It's more than just a case study. It's a blueprint. At OPEX 5, my mission is to teach people how to fish. I'm not here to just give you a one-time solution. I want to show you the exact process and all the tactics I've used for over 30 years to successfully deploy this approach in both work and life. I'm on a mission to help you succeed, to help you build your own engine for innovation, and to empower you to lead. If you're ready to learn how the 5P framework can transform your career or your organization, follow me here and DM me to get the dialogue started. Let's build something better together. Inspire one person at a time